Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mass Effect Legendary playthrough. My name is Dave, this is the Iron Patriot. I am joined once again with Cristina. You right, Cristina?
Hi!
We are all groovy. What are we going to do today?
We are going into an uncharted planet to help.
Okay, so we're gonna do some of our side missions.
Yes, that.
Let's crack on.
Okay, I'm going to give him a chance.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I actually agree with you. That's great news. Kaden! Hello! I know you like me.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course. Personal crap, not interesting.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
Ooh.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
I wasn't speaking to you as my commanding officer, ma'am. I don't want to send any bad signals. Just, working on what I've picked up. You tell me if I'm going too far.
Oh, I think I should have chose the other one. That's really awkward. Because I don't want directly to say, like, stop being vague and just tell me what you think. What's your logic? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I really don't know. What? Poor Kaden. I feel sorry for him. Like, what's your logic? I'm just nice. Oh, we'll see. I start giving too much hope.
I'm not saying shit. This is all your decision. I've never seen you so conflicted on one dialogue tree.
Okay. I think Panda Shepard is going to be breaking people's hearts and just breaking people's brains.
We haven't had much off-duty time to talk. You have an issue with how things are going?
I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
Oh, so they're actually talking about something else. And I've been overthinking, like, ooh, what kind of message should I give him?
Talk to me, Kaden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes.
Dun, dun, dun.
After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Experts?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Controversial.
Yeah.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs.
Oh my god.
And their choice
so
of teachers
horrible.
didn't help much.
Yeah, so making little human kids into biotics didn't go so well because obviously we're not naturally built for it. So
It doesn't come naturally what to do with poor kids. And I'm not sure even, like, to say, like, I'm sorry they meant well, because I'm not sure either.
I'm not convinced they did.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father."
Oh,
I told
wow.
him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died.
Oh my
The point of all
god.
this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
This is the part where I fix you. Wow.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
It's special.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Hey, look, you went down this rabbit hole. This is all on you.
This is so funny. I'm interested, but not now.
So you want to keep him on a string?
Yes. I need more time to know what I truly want.
Now isn't the ideal time. But I want to talk about this, Caden.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I should go.
That.
Hello. How you doing?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
I blame Saren, and if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
It's a pity it doesn't have sound.
Ooh.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh,
Commander?
how you doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? Like I said, killing a whole race isn't something I want on my conscience.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
made the right decision, ma'am. You know,
Thank you.
you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone.
Oh, so
What's up?
everyone
You didn't come by
knows.
to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sometimes, to be honest, it's better for relationships when you are like not in the same place. Like either you're not living together or like sometimes actually that just makes you closer.
It's quite telling that you're saying that about obviously your situation where you're not in Spain anymore, and yeah, you have different relationships with people now that you're further away.
So I understand.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense.
That's really good.
I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
I'm actually really... What happened with Mike?
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look.
Which is Faz, is
She kept
the
her
one
cool,
that
God
needs
bless
to
her, as
leave
he screamed
with
in her
him.
face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
What?
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Literally.
Unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
That's really cool.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell.
I
She
want
hugged
her in my
himself
team.
and had me covered.
Sorry, Ash. You need to go. We need to get your sister.
Before we took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at
I
all.
want her sister
Was he
in
on
the team.
deployment?
He's told her
Dad
to
always wanted to
come
serve in
into
space,
Phineas.
but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly.
Oh, you read poetry? What's this crap? Or now?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Oh, that's really cute, actually.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
Oh.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Of course not. You can believe in whatever.
Everyone has the right to believe what they
Yeah.
want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith.
Like
Because
Dave.
I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something?
That's actually my
I should get
belief.
back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Goodbye. That was actually really interesting, to be honest.
It's good that you can like relate with her like on a couple of levels there as well.
Yeah. And I really like her sister.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Yeah, it's just with Joker. A lot of people like Joker. I don't. A lot of people like Garrus. For me, at least, it's not like Joker that I don't like him. For me, Garrus just, but still, I want to give him a chance. I just want to know what is everything about. Like, why there's so many people that like him that much.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too.
Everyone
He
with
was
the
CSEC,
father.
one of the best. I grew up hearing about his
Yeah,
accomplishments.
we're on the SS Daddy issues.
Picture on the vids after a big array. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Oh,
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
wow.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Yeah, Garrus is a badass. It's just, yeah, that's not the Tyrion way.
Okay, that's fair.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sex rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
It might be a longer way, or more difficult, but you always can try at least to go by the rules.
Because Garrus has always been sort of like the renegade cop kind of person, and you're kind of talking him round to go, look, you can still be doing the right things. You don't need to be like a dirty cop to do it.
Yeah. Even if I'm glad Garrus hasn't come with us to some of our missions where I just extort people for money.
It's like, listen, you
that was an accident, okay?
But look, you still have to play by the rules and do things the right way, Garrus. But you just extorted that Velas. It doesn't matter, Garrus.
It doesn't matter, okay?
Do as I say, not as I do.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good.
I love my confidence.
He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
I really like his voice.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them.
He's so cool. He looks so cool.
They said he was looking for more men, so I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet.
Wow.
I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Yeah, now I kind of understand why some people prefer Garrus to Rex, but at the same time, I can't help but I still like Rex.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him. So I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Really?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Oh, wow.
Every damn one.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Kiss, kiss, Rex. Bye bye.
Yeah. Interesting. Ciao.
Hello, tiny Aquaman.
Hello, Shepard.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Oh.
The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Oh, I'm homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture.
It's really interesting seeing some of this.
There's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
Yeah.
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Well, it was really nice to talk to you. I feel really sorry you're homesick.
I should go.
So I shall go.
See you later.
Oh, she's really so nice. Seriously, let's go on a mission now. Talk with my crew.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
That was good timing.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Conspicuously, we haven't spoken to the Turian Councillor yet. It feels like they're not telling him something.
Yeah.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only
That's
want
so
you to be
full
aware
of
of all
shit.
your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
I have plans to go into elevators and have fun.
So go to the Citadel first. You are still the master of your own destiny. You can do what you want.
But I feel bad. Like Citadel is when I'm having fun. Let's just do this first so it's out of the way and then we can enjoy some time with Feliz Navidad. I always think it looks so cool. Like the graphics are really cool, but every time like there's like a graphic of like flying or it just looks so cool.
I actually forgot we were still on Noveria.
Pew.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
How many casualties so far?
17 Marines were killed in the simulation exercises.
Wow.
Before we realized what had happened. That's when we contacted you. VI support is critical to our military success. They process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. But as advanced as this thing is at military strategy, it's still just a VI. It's not self-aware, and it's completely disengaged from any networks. That's where you come in. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core, and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you.
Of course.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
That's a lot of pressure. Like, why? Why am the only one that pull this off? Why?
So now, the big question is, do you land on Vermeer or do you go and do what he wanted you to do?
But I don't want to kill, because even if he say yeah, they are not Like they cannot really. They don't have what is it, conciencia.
They're not self-aware.
They're not self-aware. But are you sure? Because look at the Geth. Look at like.
No, the Geth are artificial intelligence. This is a VI. It's a virtual intelligence. It's like Avina. And like the Myra on Noveria, the one that gave you sassy responses like I can't guess and stuff like that.
I'm just going to go and have a look at this first. No, I feel bad. It's like, okay, this is a game. So it's not like I'm going to do this mission and the time that I'm doing this mission, if I decide to go there, the number of kills is going like to jump. Could I jump? Okay, I'm going there first.
No, I'm not saying anything. Like, to be honest, that's not... I can't say anything. I'm not getting involved. However you want to play the game is up to you.
Okay, what was the place called? This one?
They didn't say.
Neptuno, Júpiter, Saturno, Pluto. Where is it? Where are you?
Where are we in the solar system, woman?
Luna! Luna. Here. Dun, 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 dun. I hope I don't get killed on this mission. Do, 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 we're landing now. Do, 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 do. Yeah.
How cool does this look like? We're on the moon.
Yeah. I'm still trying. I'm on top of the moon. Oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, where is these things? Oh, they are firing as well.
Are you going to shoot back at them, or...?
No, I was actually just trying to evade them, because it seemed more fun. I'm being killed. That was a bad choice. I don't know, I'm getting nervous, okay? I'm getting super nervous with these. I don't know even how to shoot.
Look at them and then press the shoot button.
But I don't know what's the shoot button.
It's the trigger buttons.
I don't know how to do these.
We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. Catastrophic.
Okay. Is that it?
No.
How do
B.
I'm scared. What? Advanced assault drone? Where is my pistol?
It's okay, Panda Shepard's a badass who got this.
What is that? What is those things?
So these are the conduits.
All patched up.
These are the things that we need to destroy.
Damage to the facility would be catastrophic.
Destroy, it's not. Okay. Oh god.
Now it gets fun.
It's not fun.
None of this is fun, Ashley. None of this is fun.
Here it comes.
We did it.
What is that, by the way?
You don't know it's a song?
Yeah, no, it's a Spanish thing, clearly, because like you've been doing it a lot. Is that what that's meant to be? The Axel F?
It's because it had that bit on the song, and it had like a video made with a toad, like riding like.
Really?
Yeah.
All of this, and that's been Crazy Frog this whole time. It sounds nothing like it.
It's because they did Crazy Frog, but they did it like in a mix with other bits in some videos. So that's the song they got. Don't need to kill.
Our team are rinsing them. It's fine. We got this. Got this. I didn't know if this would be quicker. It's not quicker.
Oh, a smart machine. I need to defend myself some way. But that was not enough.
Yeah. It works unless somebody just goes round the side.
You're going to die, machine. You're going to die.
I think we're good, Shepard.
What?
Motherfucker.
What? How? It wants to go back. No, but we need to kill the others first.
Yeah, still got to go out that way though. This machine is an arsehole.
It's a pity we cannot be friends, to be honest, because it's really smart.
You really want to be friends with this thing?
Why not? Just imagine.
Alright, so we've dealt with 2. 1 more to go. You saw it too.
Oh, yeah. Sadly.
Really? Every single fucking door.
And by doing this, we are evading like the machine is killing people, right?
These are basically the servers that are controlling the machine, the VI that are killing all the Marines. So we're destroying the servers,
so it
can't do its thing.
No, we cannot just close the door.
That's fine. That works. Very easy to deal with. Let's take out.
More. 2 more. 3, 4.
No, they're the.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, specialization class achieved. We can choose between 2 specializations. We can either be a commando, which increases our damage with weapons, improves our immunity, marksman and assassination abilities, or we can be an operative, where it reduces the recharge time and all of our tech abilities and improves our overload and sabotage, which are our tech abilities. So basically, do we want to be better with guns or our tech abilities?
Guns. Definitely.
Panda Shepard is now a commando.
Woohoo!
Fantastic. So, God, that was longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
So can we just take a minute to have a look at Garrus's face?
How? He cannot see.
I can't see!
No!
I'm bereft of sight!
Stop it.
Well, thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, stick a like on the video for me. If you didn't, stick something down in the comments and explain what you'd like to see more of in the future. Subscribe to the channel. These videos go up every single Monday. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, be good, ta-ra.
Bye-bye.